start off by telling me who you are and what you're doing out here today?
Well, my name is Art Sherwood, like Sherwood Forest.
Okay.
I've held up a sign or demonstrated here for over 3 years.
Yeah.
And I originally started out holding a sign that said "Honk to impeach Bush and Cheney."
Yeah.
When it became obvious that wasn't going to happen, then I started holding the signs that said "Honk for Peace." But there were people living here in this condo who were complaining about all the honking.
Oh yeah.
And I don't like listening to noise inside my own home.
Right.
So we were sympathetic to that. So then I started holding a sign that said "Peace is patriotic."
Nice.
I don't know if holding this sign helps or not, but to some extent it helps other people that are driving by realize somebody might share their position.
Yeah, not alone out there.
And you know, I just think war is, number one, is insane and the most irresponsible way there is to, quote, settle your differences.
Yeah.
And the other reason is, in my lifetime, my country has fought 3 wars that were totally illegal. The Vietnam War, the war in Iraq, and now the war in Afghanistan. Those people were not our enemy.
Right.
We basically invaded their country.
Exactly.
For imperialist reasons.
Exactly.
The war in Vietnam was really a war purely for profit. The rules of engagement in Vietnam made it impossible for them to win. And the idea was to sustain that war as long as possible because defense contractors and bankers were making enormous amounts of money at the expense of thousands and thousands of American lives and other people's lives. You know, and Iraq was the same way. The whole purpose there was, you know, for somebody to make a profit. And, you know, most people don't realize we still have 50,000 troops in Iraq. I mean, the suggestion that the war's over is ridiculous. We're occupying Iraq, and we're attempting to do the same thing in Afghanistan.
Yes.
And it annoys me a lot that the mainstream press won't tell the people what's really going on, which is these wars are for profit. You know, and the war in Iraq was really about oil.
Right.
The war in Afghanistan is really about resources and defense contractors and bankers making tons of money. I've watched more than one television program that claimed the reason we're in Afghanistan is because they want to run a pipeline from Turkmenistan all the way across Afghanistan and then Pakistan to the Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
See, but nobody will tell anybody.
Right. That's not what they talk about.
You know, and they try to say that somehow the Taliban was supportive of Al-Qaeda, which is just a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm really upset about the war in Afghanistan. We've been there 10 years and we've accomplished not much.
No.
I mean, they make it sound like we've built all kinds of schools and have the country in order, as they say. Well, that's ridiculous.
No,
You know,
yeah.
if you do your research, you'll find out that we're actually giving money to the Taliban. We're paying them off to not attack certain towns, and then they're taking that money to fight us.
Yeah, they're using it
How fair can that be? If I was an American soldier, I'd be outraged about that.
Exactly. Putting your life on the line.
My own government is supporting them. What the hell's that about?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just shameful and obscene. I'm really upset with President Obama, you know, for sending 30,000 more troops out. I mean, the right thing for him to do is to suck it up and go, listen, this is really a big mistake.
Right.
You know, we never should have been in there in the first place. We clearly aren't accomplishing our goals, and I don't see how we ever will.
Yeah.
It's just not that easy to go over and take over somebody else's country.
Right.
It's just not that easy. I mean, for the American soldier, there's not that much incentive. I mean, most soldiers that are over there want to go home.
Exactly.
You know, and most of the people in Afghanistan want them to go home too.
Exactly.
You know, it's just
a huge mess.
You know, and it's outrageous to me. The money we've spent on these wars could have provided health care for everybody in this country for their entire life.
Exactly.
We're wasting money murdering people. It's just insane.
And to say that they're a threat to us and everything, they're really not.
You know, Saddam Hussein was never a threat to us.
No.
The Taliban is not a threat to us. And as far as Osama bin Laden, you know, everybody's watching all these shows about, you know, the 10-year anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah.
See, the things that they won't tell anybody was that on the day of the 9/11 attack, George Bush Sr. was meeting with the Carlyle Group.
Exactly.
Which is a big defense supplier that the Bin Laden's own part of. I mean, they're in it together. It's just
they had the plans drawn way before.
That's my deal.
Well, thank you very much. You're doing a great service out here.
Well,
thank you very much.
You have a great day.
You too.
How you doing?